back to my channel. I am sitting here after, how long have you been in the building already? Like an hour and a half of us just chatting. Renee Rouleau, Joanna Vargas, facial esthetician, goddesses extraordinaire. Also my friends, how lucky am I? And we're going to do our random questions, which is just to break them in gently before I actually film something semi-serious with both of them. But, so, are you ready?
I'm ready. Bring it.
Everything you say
Is this like a
will
game
be
show? It's like
maybe
a game
held
show,
against
right?
you. No, it's fine. Okay, if you could have 5 people around a dinner table, alive or dead, who would they be? Just to give you an idea, mine were like Oprah, my nana.
Yeah, I would do my grandma because I think she'd be incredibly proud of me.
Oh, see, can you not make me cry? We've just started.
But she didn't get to see any of this.
Oh, God.
And
Neither did mine.
She was delish, you know?
Oh.
Was your grandma like
Yeah.
the best hugger?
Yeah, yeah.
And, like,
And
that's
obsessed
how-
with me, the kind you want to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same with my grandma. And like really good with like products and stuff. And
God.
really good.
Okay, thanks. Let's just try that. No, I'm kidding. Go on. Your grandmother and...
Okay, so...
They don't have to have passed. It can be...
No, well, that was like my one sentimental. Then like Gwendolyn Christie, who
Oh.
I adore, who's a real friend who like we just scream and laugh the entire time
get that
we're
from her.
together. Yeah. Who else would it be? Mindy Kaling, Gary Janetti, and Brad Gretzky.
I'm obsessed with Gary Janetti. I'll put a link below. If you don't follow Gary Janetti
You
on
should.
Insta, you need to. He's another level of hysterical.
Totally. So those are mine.
Go on, Renee.
All right, 1, my late husband Florian, of course. Secondly, Muhammad Ali, because he's a legend.
Trust you to bring the big guns. Jeez, there's me like Oprah, my nana, Muhammad Ali. Okay.
My grandmother as well, because she
Yeah.
was a hairstylist and owned the Powder Puff Beauty Shop, and so she inspired me to get in the beauty business.
So did mine.
Yeah, isn't that so sweet? And then Estee Lauder, right? We'd want her at the table.
Did you, okay, sidebar, again, as always, have you read her biography?
I'm about to read it
It
now. I
is
can't wait.
Savage.
We talked about it last night.
Savage. It is the complete antithesis of everything that Lauder, as they are now,
Yeah.
is. Like if Estee Lauder, who wrote that book, was an influencer, Estee Lauder Inc. would not work with her.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Calls Elizabeth
Interesting.
Arden like she wasn't even a handsome woman or something. It's just, it's
wow.
brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Brilliant.
have to check it out.
Brilliant.
I love a good autobiography anyway.
Okay, now we're getting to the real serious stuff. Go to ice cream.
Cookies and cream.
Oh, good shout.
Okay, so I'm sort of a more basic bitch. I like vanilla ice cream with really salty nuts
Ooh,
and chocolate syrup.
very specific.
Hot fudge or chocolate syrup?
Hot. Well, it's not usually hot, but yes, fudge.
Okay, so a thicker.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Beans or cheese first on a jacket potato. This is very English or British. Beans or cheese first on a baked potato.
I mean, I'm Mexican. You got to put the beans first.
But they're baked beans, not Mexican.
I totally
Okay,
get it,
fine.
but like beans has to go before cheese.
Oh, I would disagree, but that's fine.
Oh wow!
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Shots fired.
Renee, she's like, I don't eat potatoes.
Well, no,
Renee's
that's
like,
exactly.
I
I
don't
don't eat
know.
potatoes. I actually don't like a baked potato. I haven't had one since I was a kid. It's literally the last thing I would ever eat. I also don't eat beans. But if I was going to,
Jesus,
I'd put,
Renee. Get with the
I'd put
program.
the beans on first.
Okay, so what is your favourite way to eat a potato? It's a very serious conversation.
Well, since I don't ever eat them, I mean.
You don't eat like chips, French fries, potato
Yeah.
crisps.
Yeah, crisp, of course.
So you eat a crisp.
Yeah, of course. But,
Okay.
but an actual potato, like a big, no.
Roast potatoes?
No.
Oh my God, you're so Texan. Okay. What about like you know, potato skins? That's very Texan. Cheese, beans, or like cheese and bacon.
No.
Jesus,
I mean, I like
this
barbecue.
is okay.
I like barbecue.
I was gonna say, how about putting a potato on the barbecue wrapped in?
We don't have barbecues.
Oh,
we only
right.
get sunshine twice a year. Okay, fine.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay, well, for my train of thought is it's cheese first because then it gets a chance to melt, and when you put the hot beans on top, they melt the
Very
cheese.
Really, yeah, it makes very logical.
But it's fine.
The cheese holds the beans in the
God,
potato.
we'll
It's
take
like
this up
that.
later.
Okay, fine.
She doesn't even eat them. That's why my butt is twice the size of hers. Okay, what is your spirit animal?
Oh, you're gonna have to go first on this. I have to think about
Mine's
it.
a lion, obviously.
Yeah, I was going to say a
A li-
lion.
We're all Leos. Our birthdays are literally
Okay, fine. Yeah, we're days apart from each other.
25th of July, 69.
25th of July, 70.
17th of August, 69.
We just make sense. It just works.
Okay, Renee, I'm holding out for you here, like I'm gunning for you. You ready? You need to bring your game back up.
Okay.
If you could only eat one food forever, what would it be?
It would be a chocolate cupcake with white buttercream frosting all day, every day.
Oh, okay, you've redeemed yourself. That's fine.
Interesting. All right. Well, you're not going to like this as much.
Okay.
I
Lettuce?
really like. No, you guys had salads for dinner while I
Yeah,
had the
but
chicken pot pie.
In my defense, I had a pot pie at
Lettuce?
lunch.
Okay, so my answer is I really like Fage yogurt with granola.
Okay.
That's like what you had the other morning at Soho House. Right?
I have it every morning for breakfast, and I could eat it all day, every day.
Okay,
for
as
life.
long as that makes you happy, let's move on.
Caroline's like, okay.
No, I do like that yogurt. I do like fire yogurt. Okay, who knows you better than you know yourself?
My son.
Your son, interesting.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know if there is anyone that knows me better than myself because I'm quite a. My mum would think she does, but she doesn't. Yeah. Jim would think he does, but he doesn't.
My husband would absolutely think that he does,
Yeah,
but my
bless him.
son,
Bless him.
he's sweet.
My
We
kids
like him,
probably.
but-
My kids probably, just because they can read my face.
Yeah.
And my son is very thoughtful and can like know what I'm gonna say or think
Right.
before I even say or think it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely always have a philosophy in life. Always keep them guessing because I like to.
You
not-
do. We're like, wait, what? Wait, Renee, what? Like, what did you mean? What? She'll say something,
That's
and
true.
Joanna and I will go, wait, back it up. What?
So yes, I don't like to be predictable, but I mean, probably my late husband because we were together 22 years, and
Yeah.
so that's a,
Yeah.
you know, he knew me well, and embraced all my facets of my personality, which was nice.
Well, we do too.
Yes, you did.
Okay, if you were a fruit, what would it be? By the way, these questions, for those of you who don't know, these questions were picked by my team randomly, and we started it with JVN when he filmed with us last February. And I'll link that below as well. But basically, the conversation we ended up having about scones and British food was very entertaining. So it's all questions, random questions from my guys. Fruit.
I would say watermelon because my skin is hydrated and I'm sweet.
Oh my God! There's me thinking orange. I like a raspberry. Like,
I was gonna say cherries because once you have one, you can't stop.
oh, I like that. Well, okay, you'll like this one. Like, don't forget about the ego. Go for it. Who would play you in a movie of your life?
Oh, wow.
I think you should be like Ava Mendes.
Actually, that's a really good one. I was gonna just go for it and pick Julia Roberts.
Yeah, but no, Ava Mendes could do the whole. She could scream at Caesar in Spanish. It'd be great.
That's true, and we do scream at each other in Spanish, Ava and I, when we're together. So that's a good one. She answered for me.
Sorry.
So people have told me in the past that that me and Courtney Love look alike. So I'm like, Courtney Love, why not?
I would raise you a bit higher than that, but I don't want to be a dick to Courtney Love. But okay.
But also she's fun.
Yes, I mean
You know,
there is
she's
that.
a rocker.
Actually, and she's also slightly unhinged, which I would say that to you
Yes,
as
I'll
a
take it.
compliment. Okay,
Yes.
great. Name the worst song you have ever heard.
Oh gosh.
I mean, there's a lot.
God, yeah, what to pick? I would have to say, not to insult any particular pop artist, but I often find some pop music baffling in
Yeah, or
general.
it comes on, you go, oh, what is this?
Yeah, it's so like dreadfully lukewarm tea or like
same.
bland.
The same.
Yeah, I don't get it. It has no emotion or soul
Yeah.
to it, and I'm very into music as you are,
Yeah.
so I
We
would
like
say-
noise.
Yeah.
Like, move me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway.
well, we could do a generic. Let's change it to what's the best song? What's your favourite song? You can only listen to one song forever and ever again while you're eating your granola and yogurt.
It would probably have to be, well, it would definitely be anything that Susie and the Banshees wrote.
You're obsessed, aren't you?
I'm obsessed with them. Susie Sue is probably my spirit animal, honestly.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
But probably I would pick something like from the Tinderbox album, like Candyman. Yeah, I love. She's playing for the first time.
You're
in
coming, aren't
15
you?
Yeah, I'm coming to England.
The festival.
Yeah, the Latitude Festival. I can't wait.
So I don't know what my favorite song is because I do love a lot of music, but because we're all of the same age, we all remember, and they can do no wrong in my book, but anything from UB40.
Oh, that's such a good answer. I like
Right?
that. I don't think I ever knew that about you, that you were into them.
Yeah.
That's
I
cute.
didn't love UB40. I like the old song now, but I didn't at the time.
Red Wine.
I hated Red Wine.
Okay, yeah.
I hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't my...
Mainly because, obviously, we didn't have the social media we have now, and it was just radio, and it was just the song that was only ever played on the radio for like a year. You put it on and we go, red. I'm like, no, turn it off. Yeah. God. Okay, what would be your stage performer name? Like Sasha Fierce type, you know. Stage performer name. Yours has got to be something about flaming red hair. Like, it has to be like flaming red or something. Like, I'm just going to, you know.
That's actually, I was going to... So I used to be a club kid.
Of course.
So as one does, everybody has a stage name when you get dressed up in costumes and go to clubs in New York. So I had a stage name.
Which was?
Lila on Fire.
Lila. Lila on Fire. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I'm changing you to that in my phone immediately. Oh my, on fire. See, it had to be something fire and red, didn't it?
She is my friend. She does know me.
I don't. Who is that? Who's Lila on Fire?
It's me.
Oh, okay. Shit, I thought it was like someone really famous, and I just like, oh, okay, good.
No, it's just.
I was having a moment then. I was like, wait.
Caroline, know me really, really
well. Got it.
Anyway, and yours, Miss?
Stage name. It's got to be something Texan.
Well, my nickname in my company, they call me the Renato because I'm like a tornado. And when I go into work, I tear shit up.
That is you.
So I actually have a piece of artwork I'll have to send it to you, but a piece of artwork at home with me being like a cartoon of me being Superwoman and a tornado that my my COO had done. So some sort of like, I guess, Renato the tornado. Why not?
Oh, that's
I like Renato.
I'm going to change that in my phone too.
Absolutely.
A lot of people
It's all going in my group name now. What is your karaoke song? You don't have to do karaoke to know what you would sing. Mine's like Islands in the Stream or, you know, maybe Mariah if I was drunk enough to attempt to hit the notes.
What's that Dua Lipa song? Her first single.
Why would you ask me?
That's quite a good song.
You know me, like, why would you ask me that?
I know. Or maybe I would pick, geez, this is so hard because I guess I would probably pick some Depeche Mode song, like Black Celebration or something.
God, you're such an 80s kid. I love it.
I am.
You really are.
It's really cheesy.
Hardcore.
I can't help it. It's actually a thing.
Come on, Renee, hit us with some random folk playing guy who died in the 70s or...
Exactly.
Here we go.
So Rusty Weir.
I knew it! I fucking knew it! Who?
Rusty Weir.
Right.
He performed at our house once, but old like country crooner. But he has a song called "Why Don't We Get Drunk and Screw."
Oh, I like that. I also like the country hit "Did I Shave My Legs for This?" It's actually a real song, and it literally goes, "Did I shave my legs for this?" And I live by it. Like, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. What personal philosophy do you live by? For example, when you come into our building, the first thing you see on the left is "Don't be a dick."
And that's a beautiful philosophy. I would just have to say, like, I am just myself.
Mm-hmm.
I just think be yourself.
Yeah.
I gained success in my career when I was being myself, when I stopped trying to be or do something else or trying to be like quiet and like a good girl that
I mean, come on. Hello,
didn't
if
work
you met
for
us.
me. Yeah.
Jesus, the poor people when we were at dinner last night, probably at the tables next to us, were like, oh, shh, keep it down.
I mean, we were very entertaining though, I have to say.
I guess just the thing that comes to mind is just about just saying yes. So I'm just...
You really do. You put yourself out there. Like, I give you credit, my friend. You will jump out of an airplane naked. Like, you do it. And I'll message them and be like, Jesus, Joanne, Joanne, have you seen what Renee's doing? Like, again. And you're like, hi, guys. And my hair's now pink. And I'm like, oh, my God. Like...
Gotta keep life interesting.
I mean, you certainly do that. You keep our WhatsApp group interesting anyway. If you opened a theme park, what would you name it? And what would you name your scariest ride? These questions, who thinks of these? They're so like, the team are like really going for. The others are like really easy. So this is the last one you have to think about.
Okay, say it again.
If you were a theme park, if you opened a theme park, what would you name it? And what would you name your scariest ride? I think I said this before, I'd name my scariest ride Teenagers. Yeah. And then the theme park would be called Help Me Jesus. No, it's
Oh my God, that's amazing. I would probably like, name it like Gloomy Sunday and have it be all like goth and weird. And
Depeche Mode and a Susie
exactly.
ride.
Like,
and a Susie. I love that you're in black too. You're so in tights. I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, I was the same thing. I was thinking like, Gotham's Park or, something like that. And then, yeah, the ride would be like.
I'm going to add one in that isn't on here. What's your favourite horror film? I hate horror films. I only really like one, which is the original Halloween. Because when we were kids, that scene.
Friday the 13th. Then.
Yeah, the originals.
Yeah.
The originals were really good. Those are really, I really don't watch horror at all.
I don't. That's why it's an easy answer for us.
Amityville Horror?
No, I didn't like
I didn't like that one.
No.
I did like American Horror Story when it first came out. I did watch
Very goth,
those.
though. Of course you did. You probably looked at it for outfit inspiration. Right.
As I did Adam's Family, the
Wednesday.
Yeah.
First thing you do in the morning?
The
Eat
first thing
yogurt and granola and be virtuous.
No, actually, the first thing I do in the morning is I get up and play tennis.
What?
It's the only time I have to myself.
Where? You go to a gym or?
I mean, you have to go to a tennis court to play tennis, darling.
I know that, but I'm like, you leave your house, you go to play tennis, and then you go to the office.
I get up, I go play tennis, I come back.
What time do you get
then
up?
I have my yogurt and granola.
What time do you get up?
I get up at 6.
Oh, fine. I'm going to say 4. I was going to punch you. Okay. Renee, come on. She's like, well, I get up and I do 15, blah, 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 and then I take my, and then I jump out of the plane.
Abs of steel.
Jesus. You stood up last night in the restaurant. I was like, sit down. I don't want to see your middle.
I do the first thing before I get out of bed is I stretch for 20 minutes to classical
Renee.
music.
What? That's just.
But to be fair, I have a tendonitis in my Achilles, and so basically, if I don't want to limp and hurt myself, I have to loosen up when I wake up in the morning.
And she does like to wear her high heels, so
Show your shoe. Look at these shoes. They're fucking phenomenal. Look at that. She's like, oh yeah, I have a bad ankle. Shut up. I stretch for 20 minutes to classical music. I actually hate you. You're going off my phone. Jesus. I know the answer to this because Americans only have one type. Sweet or salted popcorn?
salty.
Yeah, I know. Sweet's horrific.
Well, I like kettle corn that has the sweet and the salt.
Oh my God. I hate you so much. Okay. Last song played on your phone. Mine was Milkshake because I was showing them a video of Ava that you have seen. Milkshake by Keyless. Last song you played on your phone. Do you play music when you're getting ready? What do you do when you're getting ready?
Yeah,
Always.
yeah.
I always have music on 24/7.
I have music on all
24/7.
Or listening to podcasts.
Yeah, I do that when I'm driving more.
So the song I listened to this morning was Snooze by SZA.
God, you're so with it. I can't take it. That's something Ava would say. I'm like, I do know of her.
The last song I played was a Mark Anthony song. I don't remember what it's called, but it's sort of like it's one of our...
In Spanish?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
one of
jealous
our
of the...
favorite Mark Anthony songs.
It's such a fantastic language. It's so like, you just say something, like you could say, I eat yogurt for breakfast, and I'd be like, I'll have sex with you. It's fine.
I mean, that's literally how my husband got me to marry him.
I'm going to save this one to the end because I know Renee's going to be like, do something fabulous. Okay, cream or jam first on a scone? Don't say you don't eat them, pretend. Okay. Cream or jam first on a scone?
Jam, because it's heavier, and then I just think the cream is lighter and should be on top.
I'm the opposite of that. I put like a big thing of cream and then like a dot of jam.
A dot of jam? Why?
Because I don't want it to be too... The nice thing about a scone is that it's not so sweet.
That's why you have to do a shitload of jam. And it has, when you bite into it, it has to break and then fall all down your hands. That's the law.
Is it supposed to be crumbly?
No,
I don't really like a crumbly...
It's not too crumbly, especially if they're warm. Jam first, obviously. If they're cold, jam first. You're right, Renee. Okay. Coffee or tea? I'm tea. I don't drink coffee. I never have. I think it's disgusting. I think you're all mad.
I mean, I drink both, but I am a coffee drinker. I mean, I drink...
You're a sexy Latino coffee drinker. Whatever. I can't do it. I love the smell. If I get like a coffee chocolate by accident, I'm like, Hugh!
Exactly.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
I am part of that group. I know I'm going into it. There is a group, it's a real thing because I saw it on Wikipedia, it must be true, of a group of people who have this certain genotype where you don't do like coriander, capers, cucumber, coffee. There's a whole list and I'm all of them.
Wow.
All the C's?
All the C's, apparently. There is other things, but no. Cucumber, no.
So,
Sorry.
Coffee. I had 3 sips in my life because people forced me to, and it was just
Disgusting.
awful.
It's repulsive.
So I had 2 cappuccinos before I arrived, and then I asked for a cup of tea.
Woohoo!
So
Early bird or night owl? Well, you're up playing tennis.
Early
You're
bird.
stretching. Yeah, but she's a night owl.
I'm definitely a night owl. However, in 2023, I'm really trying to get up earlier. So I'm trying to.
What time do you get up then? After you've stretched for 4 hours.
I know, right? I try to get up now at 7.
Don't make me cough, it's bad. Okay. Snack that is always in your fridge. Or your cupboard, doesn't have to be in your fridge. Or your handbag, whatever. Snack. If you're like, I'm going to sit down and watch SVU, I've got my tea.
we always have popcorn in the house.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with a bit of popcorn.
No.
So I take chocolate chip cookies and I cut them into little pieces.
This is giving me hope that you don't need potatoes. Carry on.
I make little pieces of them. I put them in the freezer and keep them in a Ziploc bag, and then I just eat them frozen. But there's enough flour in it that they're kind of soft. They don't really taste like they're frozen, and so it's just great. You know,
And you do
just
that because it stops you eating like a whole packet of cookies. So there's always a health reason behind it. This is why I hate you. Okay, next. Toilet roll up or down? So
What do you mean up?
Toilet roll, do you pull it, does it go over the top or do you pull it from underneath?
No, you have to pull it down.
Yeah.
You are both correct. Thank you. And this is a very British question because there's only like one cereal you could do it with, so we'll just play along. But hot or cold milk on cereal? You're not going to say cold because you both live in hot places. Of course. We can also occasionally have hot milk on Weetabix. It's very British.
But do you drink when you're done with the cereal? Do you drink the milk afterwards?
Yeah, I don't eat cereal that much anymore.
Okay,
But yeah, because I was raised on Cocoa Pops.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to.
yeah,
It's chocolate
same.
milk. It's the
Same.
rule. We're so 80s girls.
I mean,
It grosses you out.
Oh, I never
drinking
did that.
the milk.
But the key,
Yeah.
I like crunchy. I don't like it all soggy. This is like really intense conversation. But with Cocoa Pops, if you put too much milk in it, it's screwed because they're soggy. I can't do soggy.
There's a balance.
There's a very strict balance. There won't be a lot of milk
need-
left.
Yeah.
You need that crunch, but then you need it to
You
have.
need a little bit to
yeah.
like, neck it. So you don't like, that's your ick.
Yeah, that's my ick. Never did it. Now, what I did like was when you put so much sugar on the top of your cereal,
Oh, I
and
never
then
liked
Crunch.
and then down on the bottom, it's just like
Scrape.
scoops of sugar. I loved it.
Okay, that gives me hope again. Fine. Okay.
Oh, by the
secret-
way, in high school, they gave like superlatives away. I got biggest appetite of all the girls in my high school, so I could eat.
Oh, I know you can eat. It's
Oh.
just that you eat like.
Do they
healthy
do that
shit.
here when you graduate?
No.
Superlatives. Mine was.
I hate it.
Least likely to become preppy.
Wow.
I mean, they were right.
Where did that come from?
They're right.
Weird.
And you're in the back going, fuck you.
I was like, couldn't they think of anything more creative than that? Anyway.
Secret talent. You can't say anything about making skincare or being a brilliant facialist. We know all this.
All right.
Secret talent.
I ride a motorcycle. Is that a talent?
Yeah,
Sure.
you do. You are pretty
It's
hardcore.
not. I don't. I mean, people know that, so I guess it's not a secret. But I mean,
It's
it's
a talent. I wouldn't
mean,
ride a
These bikes are
motorcycle.
heavy, you know.
I wouldn't ride a motorcycle. At my age, Jesus. I'll get on a push bike. I'll be like that. Oh, don't go without me. You're going too fast. Don't go up a hill.
Actually, I can breathe fire. I can blow a fireball.
Wow.
Okay,
With rum. Is that where you do it?
You also, you're like, if I didn't know you, I would swear you had a problem with booze because you can neck alcohol and it doesn't even affect you. It's like you've got hollow legs. I drank with Renee once. It did not end well for me.
And we reminisced about it last night. and
I
it was
puked
funny.
behind the sign for Soho House in LA. It was not attractive. I was like, that's a nice
I
plant.
wasn't there.
So much fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was not fun the next
Why
day when
I
I
didn't
saw
take
it.
pictures of her in the planter?
because
I
that-
don't
In
know.
the planter, I was just like, oh, and they were like, we better put you in a cab. And I was like, no, don't, I'll be sick. This one, hey, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm all preppy. And I was just like, I'm dying. Never again. I will never drink with you ever again. I mean, I don't drink it that much these days anyway, but that's one of the last times I had that situation. It's with this one. She's like, we'll get another round. I'm like, I'm going to pass out.
But I drink vodka water with 2 lemons, so it's low sugar, low carb. You're hydrating.
See, she's so fucking healthy. It's sickening. I'm like, I'll have a pint of Guinness, please, Brian, and keep them coming. And then I'm like, Renee, why are you so thin? And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about, man, while she bench presses Jason Momoa. Okay, I'm going to do just a quick fly-by-seat of our plants. Ready? And you can't say anything that you've made or that anyone else has made in this room. What is your... Okay. If I just say to you, it's not necessarily that you use it, It's just in your brain, what do you think is the, or you can have 3, most iconic beauty product of all time? I'll go first, because I've A&R. In terms of A&R, 8-hour cream, Chanel number 5. I mean, I'm just top of my head, I don't know. Yeah. But I think a younger generation would say things like Maybelline Great Lash, or, you know, like that kind of... Yeah. Like, if you were looking at a list of, like, the most iconic beauty products of all time, you would expect to see those in it.
That is so hard for me because I feel overwhelmed by...
There's a lot.
How many possibilities there
There's
are.
A lot. I'm giving you an interview for a magazine. I mean, you're on my YouTube, but come on. 3, go.
Oh my gosh, this is so difficult. How could I pick one? How could I pick 3? Anything that Kate Somerville ever made.
Nice.
I mean...
Deep tissue repair.
Yeah.
Or Peptide Kate, as they have to call it now.
Peptide Kate.
Phenomenal.
That's a good one.
Phenomenal.
I mean, classic. I do like a lot of Paula's Choice also.
BHA.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Oh, you're pitching younger than me. I like it. I'm clearly 75.
Well, to me, those are classics. They're not old.
Yeah.
But
mine were old classics. Sorry.
But then, like classic, I just recently, just for nostalgia's sake, purchased. Do you remember? I don't know if they had it here. Jean Naté. It was like a after bath.
Yeah.
In like a.
Yes. Yeah.
I just got a bottle for myself because my grandma used to buy it for me. And so that'll be like an OG classic, like random beauty product that I like having around. Yeah. Reminds me of
Renee?
I'm thinking of things that I use. So one is...
Doesn't have to be.
No, but these are also kind of classic, which is like the John Frieda Frizzies.
Yeah.
Right? So I use
Again,
that.
more modern.
Yeah. Aquaphor. I use it on my feet with socks, but I think that's like a classic.
Yeah.
You can use it anywhere, right? Lips and whatever. And then back in the 80s, there was a shampoo called Shimmer Lights, which is that dark purple.
Oh, wow.
So I still use that from time to time. But it was like kind of the first of its kind to kind of kill brassiness from the hair. But it was called Shimmer Lights.
What was that shampoo in the 70s called that was something like, I can't believe my hair smells this good?
Gee, your hair smells terrific.
Gee, your hair smells terrific. Gee, your hair smells terrific. What a place to end on. Thank you, my friends. I'm sorry that I interrogated you and didn't give you any notice, but...
Oh, I love you guys so much.
Smile for the screenshot. Ow. Renee, you're so fucking strong.
What would you name a shampoo and a conditioner that not only get a girl's hair clean and shiny...
Gee, your hair smells terrific.
...but leave it with a soft, young, fresh-smelling fragrance that's delightfully nice to be near?
Gee, your hair smells terrific.
Presenting Gee, Your Hair Smells Terrific. Very gentle fragrance shampoo and same fragrance conditioner. Try them both.
Gee,